All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome into a late edition of the Monday live stream. Good to see everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. And boy, just setting some things here. It has been a day for sure. Boy, so yeah, obviously I overslept, slept in today, obviously, but still wanted to stream and just hang out for a little bit. And the main reason I decided to fire up this stream was because just a few minutes ago, a mistrial was declared in the Karen retrial here in Massachusetts. Yes, Parson. Good to see you. Hey, Clyde. Hey, Erica. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Connie, Kelly. Good to see you guys. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Archangel Azizel. Good to see you. I'm doing good. Just a little tired, but not too bad. But no, feeling pretty good right now. Hey, Jamie. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. So we are gonna play the Karen Reed, basically the mistrial being declared in just a minute or two. Give people a chance to join us, and then we have a few other videos that we can take a look at as well. So yeah, obviously not the typical live stream today, but still wanted to just stream at least for a little bit and see you guys. Hey Ziggy, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, I might be doing a 4th of July stream on Thursday, so that should be fun if that happens. Yeah, I really didn't. I was kind of leaning on the Karen retrial. I was kind of leaning towards not guilty. So, I mean, it just didn't feel like the prosecution, at least from what I saw, you know, need a great argument. I mean, and now the prosecution has to decide, do they want to try and retry this case with a new try with a brand new trial and a brand new jury, or are they just going to drop all the charges? I mean, I don't think here in Massachusetts by now that you can get an impartial jury with this trial. That's just my opinion. Hey, Jamie, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And happy birthday on Wednesday. Just going through some stuff here. All right, I think it's time. So basically, from what I understood, Karen Reed is being accused of killing her boyfriend, who was a Massachusetts cop, and during a blizzard a few years ago, and the state basically couldn't prove their case. Essentially, hey Chris, yeah, just basically didn't sleep in the last 2 days, and it finally caught up to me, which is why there was no stream this morning. But it is what it is here now, and feeling pretty good, except for feeling a little tired. So I think it's time that we should just get right into it. So let's bring this video up. This is from Law and Crime, so hopefully they won't strike me like they have in the past, but we'll see. And yeah, let's roll the video. Well, hang on. See, I knew I was forgetting to do something. I have to turn on the captioning. And let's see, 150. That looks good. Stable volume. Is that a new setting in YouTube now? Never seen that setting before. Anyway, let's roll the video.
Karen.
Thank you. Be seated. Closing session.
22117 Commonwealth versus Karen Reed.
All right, the jury is at an impasse. So we'll bring them in.
Hey, Jack, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I mean, the way I feel about this, the way it kind of seems like there was probably at least one holdout among the jury. Like, everyone agreed on a verdict besides that one person. That's just how it feels to me.
Rise for the jury.
Hey, Personic, good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Closing session. Please be seated.
All right, Mr. Foreman, I am in receipt of your note. Judge Cannoni, despite our rigorous efforts, we continue to find ourselves at an impasse. Our perspectives on the evidence are starkly divided. Some members of the jury firmly believe that the evidence surpasses the burden of proof, establishing the elements of the charges beyond a reasonable doubt. Conversely, others find the evidence fails to meet this standard and does not sufficiently establish the necessary elements of the charges. The deep division is not due to a lack of effort or diligence, but rather a sincere adherence to our individual principles and moral convictions. To continue to deliberate would be futile and only serve to force us to compromise these deeply held beliefs. I'm not going to do that to you folks. Your service is complete. I'm declaring a mistrial in this case.
Boy, that is just insane. Like, boy, like, and I don't know if they deliberated for they. I think they deliberated for like 26 hours, I believe, 25 or 26 hours. But you got to take into account here that this was a 9-week trial, so this might have also been a case of just too much information for the jury, and the jury may have felt overwhelmed with that. I mean, just having to go through all those trans transcripts of testimonies and review 9 weeks worth of evidence, like that's a lot. And it's just the question is like, did the jury really have enough time? Did they really 9 weeks worth of evidence that they went over in about 26 hours? Did they give themselves enough time? And hang on just a second. Thank you, Jack Gunner, for the $5 PayPal. Thank you, my friend, and I appreciate your support. Oh boy, like, I don't see how they're gonna try and retry this case. Personally, I mean, it already cost the taxpayers here in Massachusetts a ton of money, and I don't think you can find another impartial jury here in Massachusetts. I mean, everyone here in Massachusetts has been following this. Hey, Brutal Bob, good to see you. I hit him. I hit him. Yeah, it was just an accident. Hey, Big Bork Little Bite, good to see you. I deeply believe it wasn't intentional, but she needed time to sober up. Hey, Luna Knights, good to see you. Yeah, just haven't slept in the last few days and it all just finally caught up with me. But here now, at least for a little bit. Hey, Patricia Bradshaw, good to see you. Hey, Sally Skolden. And let's get back to the video.
I'll be in to see you privately in a few minutes. So thank you so much for your service. Okay.
All rise for the court, please.
Hey, Kova, I'm pretty sure the prosecution has that option. Although, I just don't see how you're going to get an unbiased jury now here in Massachusetts, a brand new jury. Everyone in Massachusetts has been following this. It's been all over the news. So they might have to take it to another venue in another state, maybe, to retry this because I just don't see how you're going to get an impartial jury at this point.
Thank you. Be seated. Court is still in session.
All right, I'd like to pick a status date to find out what our next move is. So I'd like to come back sometime maybe the end of July. I understand people have vacation schedules. Can we come in the week of the 21st?
That's fine.
No, I'm just looking at my calendar. Could we do the 22nd at 2 p.m. Ron? And I would hear from my client.
Is there another day that week? Could you do the 25th or 26th?
Unfortunately, I think I'm supposed to be for vacation on the 25th.
Okay, the 22nd and the 24th are not great dates. So
What about, okay. What about the 19th and 9th? Is that whole week?
no, that week's not good. Teaching that I cannot get out of.
Can we do August 7th, 8th, 9th? Any of those days?
No, we'll do the 22nd. We'll go back to the 22nd at 2. I can't let it go that long.
Your Honor, so for those, Ms. Lulu and I are not available on the 22nd. We have a hearing in Los Angeles on the 22nd.
Okay.
We're proposing to appear remotely anyway.
Okay.
But for a status conference, I don't want the court to think it's disrespectful to the court, but Ms. Lulu and I probably will not.
Okay. So you and your client will be here in person, Ms. Giannetti.
Yes.
All right. All right. Thank you. We'll see you then.
Court, all rise.
And that is that. Boy. Like, it's just crazy. And, it's a tough spot for the prosecution to be in now because, they have if they want to go after her again, they have to retry this entire case. 9 weeks worth of testimony and evidence that they have to do all over again. I burned my jury summons letters. Prove I got it. If it's not certified, it doesn't exist. I mean, I was kind of leaning towards not guilty, but boy, like it's just a tough spot overall for everyone in this. What a tragedy, justice was not served today. And you know, I've seen now, this is like the second time I've seen a jury that hasn't been able to correctly do their job. There was a video, I think, posted by Bama Mike where there was a sovereign citizen in court and the jury ended up finding that guy not guilty. I mean, I've received one jury summons so far in my life, and that didn't come certified. They're just left in the mailbox, basically. All right, so I guess we can watch some videos. This is, like I said, like not 100% today, but still wanted to hang out for a bit. Let's see, there was one video that I did want to highlight. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is, finally. So let's bring this one up. I did see this one a few days ago, and it definitely is interesting. Insane male Karen threatens kids with gun, resists arrest in Ohio.
On April 17, 2024, officers in Ohio rushed to a neighborhood after receiving a call reporting a man threatening children with a gun. The suspect, identified as 47-year-old Ronnie Moore, was spotted driving a red Ford Fusion accompanied by a female passenger.
Hey
Arriving at
Anastasia
the scene,
and
officers quickly
PJC.
spotted the red Ford Fusion and closed in on the driver. Here's what the officers did next.
Police, don't move. Hands up on the roof of that car.
I didn't do nothing. Put my hands nowhere. Shut up!
We're gonna drag his ass out of the car. You're gonna come out of that car one way or the other.
I ain't coming out of the car. What's your reason why you expect to pull me out of the car? What is it?
Get out.
What law did I break for you to pull me out of this?
Get out of the car now.
I didn't break the law. Where's your supervisor?
You're talking to one.
Supervisor.
Don't play that way. Get out of the car.
I'm detained. Am I free to go?
No, you are being detained.
For what? For what?
Right now, you're in investigation for menacing with a firearm.
With a firearm? No one menaced with a firearm.
That's what your investigation for. Shut up and get out of the car.
Get out of the car. The kids threw some shit at my car. I stopped and yelled at them. They took off. Then
Guess what?
Came out yelling.
Hey, my man, listen up, okay?
Man, listen up. I'm staying in this car.
There are going to be about 50 people that just like me here in about 5 minutes, and they're not going to care that you're not getting out.
Come over here, but I'm not getting out.
You're going to get out. I promise you that. And I don't want to have to break your window.
Also, and you lose all the community. You pull me out of this
It
car.
doesn't work like
This is
that.
an open carry state. There's not a law I broke.
Right now, you're under investigation, and you're failing to follow my commands.
Investigation.
Step out of the car.
What investigation?
I just told you, get out of the car and get out of the car and do it now.
What investigation?
Get out of the car. Man, I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, there is no reason.
Do you like beanbag shotguns?
What?
Do you like beanbag shotguns?
Hey, I don't care.
Because that's what's going to happen, man.
Hey.
It is what it is, my man.
As you're gonna see, this guy turns from tough guy into an incredible, like, man baby in a matter of seconds.
Threatening to shoot me over no reason. There is no violence. But right now, you're the one that's in the wrong because you're not complying with my orders. What orders? I done to get out of the car. For what? Pennsylvania versus Mims is a United States Supreme Court case law. So this is Ohio.
That is like the third time I've heard someone say, "We're not in Pennsylvania. What are you talking about?" Uneducated idiots that don't know Supreme Court rulings, which Pennsylvania versus Mims is a Supreme Court ruling.
It's United States, you moron. Get out of the car.
Gotta love this cop. He's just calling it how it is. You're a moron.
Really? Yeah, really. Get out of the car. You're going to get tased, or get shot, or you get beanbagged. 1 to 3.
Yes, he did, Erica.
You're going to get a lawsuit. You know what? We don't care about lawsuits. Then you have to tell your wives why you lost your jobs in your houses. Really? Yeah. Get out. You are now under arrest for obstructing official business. Get out of the car. I'm under arrest for obstructing civil. You are under arrest. What? Step out of the car for obstructing official business. Where's your supervisor? Get out of the car. Do it now. I want a supervisor. My life is threatened. It doesn't work that way. My life has been threatened. I want a supervisor. That's all I asked for. Once you get out of the car, we'll talk about it. Asked for a supervisor 4 times. Put your other hand. Put your hand up, or we can see it. Give me a supervisor. I just want a supervisor. They threatened my life. He's got mace. I'm putting windows up. Get out of the car. Do it now. Don't be silly, man. I'm not being silly. You are being silly. You're being uncooperative. I'm not. I just want to know what you have to get out of the car. By Ohio law, you're compelled to get out of the car. By what law? Ohio. Because you're under arrest. For what? Obstructing official business. Now you're obstructing. How am I obstructing?
See, this guy should just go the Darrell Brooks route. Is that a lawful law officer? Hey, JP Meyer, good to see you. Yeah, this cop is no nonsense.
You know what, my man? You can deal with that in court, but right now you need to listen to me. All right? I'm trying to help you get out of trouble here. But the more you keep doing this, the longer it's going to be. Here's your supervisor. Can I just please talk to a supervisor? It doesn't work like that. It does. Just give me somebody in charge. Do you hear those sirens? Yeah, guess who's going to come out of the car in a couple seconds? That's going to be you, my man. What do you want me to do with my gun if I get out? He's going to do something. Somebody get my
Gary,
car. I'm gonna turn
good
my
to
car
see
off,
you.
all right? Turn it off. Turn it off. Put the keys out. I'm not putting the keys out. Turn it off. Put the keys outside the car. Failed. They just failed under the floorboard, man. I'm sorry. Really not. Are you not understand what I'm telling you? What's about to happen to you? Can we reach for the keys? No. Get out. For what? What did I do? Because you are under arrest. Why am I under arrest? I've already told you. Get out of the car. I didn't break a law. My man. I'm trying to help you from getting further charges. What charges, man? I didn't break a law. We're not going to discuss that here. Car with some stuff this is not the time to discuss it. You got to get out, man. There's cops everywhere. Right. And guess what's going to happen? We're going to pull you out of that car. That guy's a cop, so he called and said I had a gun. We are going to pull you out of that car in a couple seconds. Is this not an open carry state? All right, get out, turn around, face away from me. Is this an open carry state? Get out, turn around, and face away from me. And this is an open carry state.
A little bit of rest, but not really much. Still feeling kind of tired, but still wanted to jump on for at least for a little bit. Good to see you, Nightwolf.
You know what? I did not break it. Hands up in the air. Do it now. Oh. Put your hands up, my man.
Do not get back in that car. Crossfire!
Crossfire, Sarge!
Sarge! Get on the ground now! Now! Get on the ground! All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Gotta love how the sergeant just doesn't give an F anymore and they're telling him, watch out for crossfire, Sergeant. And the sergeant just comes up from behind them and throws the suspect onto the ground. You know what? Let's rewind just a few seconds back. And notice how this suspect becomes goes from, sorry, see, kind of my words crossed up. But just look at how this suspect goes from tough guy to big baby. And yes, he has every injury in the book.
Now, get on the ground. I can't breathe. I can't breathe, baby.
Hey, man! I can't get my arm back. This one dislocated.
It's behind your back. It's right up in my back. And it pains my head. Oh my God, I hit my head. I got a
Stop
pain
or
in it.
you're going to get pepper
I'm
sprayed.
not doing nothing, sir.
Stop or you're getting sprayed.
There's nothing I'm doing. I can't
Put your other arm up there and do it now.
I did. I can't breathe. I really can't.
Guess what?
I can't.
Stop around.
I'm not doing nothing. You see me laying here.
Got him? You guys ready to roll?
Wait, I got. Guys, I have a fake elbow, a fake knee. Rods and pins are in my back.
Sick diplomatic for pepper spray, please.
All right, what are you guys charging me with? Why am I being arrested?
All right, you're rolling towards me, dude.
Okay, hold on. This is gonna take me a minute, man.
All right, tuck your legs in towards you.
This one is
Shoot
fake.
it, Tony.
I'm trying. This one's fake. You guys slam me down on it.
All right, we're gonna sit up.
Oh, no.
Ready? One.
Oh, oh, I got my back, man, and my head, and my arm. Oh my God!
Well, you know what? He should have thought about that, and so should you.
What did I do? I didn't do nothing. Did they make you?
Going to jail.
Did they make you?
Yes, I can't see. I literally can't see. And I told him I had seizures.
That is what you get for fighting with the police, ma'am.
Amy,
Did not fight with the
You want
police.
this one?
I have it all.
I'm gonna check his right side of this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She seems incredibly calm for someone that just got pepper sprayed.
I'm not sure what world you live in, my man.
Man, I didn't do nothing. That's why I'm so confused.
It's not really hard to follow.
What? I don't.
Because in the state of Ohio, you have an obligation to do it.
I would do what?
To follow our orders. There
There was nothing for me to follow orders for. I didn't
Well, you
do
know what?
nothing wrong.
Here, talk to the judge.
He's good.
Because you probably just stacked up about 3 felonies, my man.
For what?
Congratulations.
Yeah. Oh no, I got to pull my pants off.
Go back here.
Just put it over there, switch goes. You guys, this is pulling my back. This is pulling my back. I know you don't care, man. You guys don't understand. Okay. I want.
The suspect was charged with obstructing official business and aggravated menacing. The court set the suspect's bond at $25,000, which he later posted. In court, the suspect pleaded not guilty to both charges and requested a pre-trial. At this time, the suspect's next court date has yet to take place.
Boy, they ain't messing around there. A $25,000 bond. Wow. I don't think I've seen this one yet. Insane woman tries to ram cop, speeds away, and resists an epic chase. You know what? Let's take a look at this one. Just want to see, was this recently posted or... No, 5 days ago. But I don't think I've seen it.
On January 22nd, 2024, officers in Oklahoma received a call from staff at Love's truck stop about an unwanted woman on their property. The woman, identified as 53-year-old Kimberly Cooper, had been staying at the truck stop in a gray Dodge truck for over 2 weeks and refused to leave. Kimberly kept asking customers for money and cigarettes outside the store, prompting staff to call the police. Upon arriving, officers spoke with the staff to help locate the suspect.
Hey, Judge Jenny, good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Here's what the officers did next.
Where's she at?
Matt, where you at?
Do what? If he's in there. Well, I didn't see her out front unless she's out back somewhere. Or if she's in the back.
She's parked on the side of the building over here in a short bed Dodge.
In a short bed Dodge.
Yeah, it's a short Dodge.
On this side?
Yeah, on this side.
And for the record, obviously not worthy.
Okay. She's been staying here?
She was on the call today. So she's getting money off me and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. Police department.
1860 28
Police department.
Frank King Victor.
Open the door and talk to me. I can't hear you. Open the door.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Guess I can just open it.
10 on the expiration.
Hey. Hey. She's been staying here for like 2 weeks.
Open the door.
We break it.
Huh?
What point do we?
What?
1688 grand. Can you confirm with the RP they want her trespass?
It's not. It's not.
She's on 911 now.
You obviously don't, or you wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, firm. She's refusing to exit the vehicle. Open it or I'm gonna break it.
We're gonna break the window if you don't open it.
Are you good? I'm gonna grab my baton real quick. If you would go ahead and start a supervisor or co-full. Open it.
1426.
Open it.
Well, that was a good window smash, although she is driving away.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
$1688 grand. That's free. She just tried to run us over. She took off westbound. I busted the window. She tried to run us over.
Early model, green, single cab, Dodge C3.
It's got a paper tag on it. Westbound approaching.
Run,
Fleming
Forrest, run! Exactly.
Approaching me, cemetery, 55 miles an hour.
She's driving in the turn lane.
Driving in turn lane.
$1688 grand. Troop is taking primary. I'm now secondary.
In all honesty, the cops should have boxed her in to prevent her from driving off like this.
70 miles an hour in the turn lane, westbound, passing Pusham Station. TBI.
70 miles an hour in turn lane, westbound passing Pusham.
Hey, cultic bastard!
Successful TBI. Pusham 70. Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Now! Let me see your hands! Hey, Chris, her driver's side window is already busted out. Okay. Let me see your hands! Get out of the truck! Get out of the truck! Get out of the car! Get out of the truck! Get out, laying on the horn. Do what?
Only one?
Yeah, just one that I can see.
You need to get out right over.
Graham, can you see anybody else? Get out of the car. Get out of the truck. 1688 Grant. She's barricading the windows so we can't see her. I'm gonna switch to my rifle. I'm gonna grab my rifle, man. Yeah! What's the phone now? Watch back. No, we'll just hold her until. Get out of the truck! Get out of the truck!
Driver, exit the vehicle. Your hands up.
She's probably calling 911. Wouldn't surprise me, Gary. Not at all. Boy, what we have here is a failure to communicate.
Get one unit, go around, go up the hill, use that cover concealment.
Graham, do you want to pull your car around and we'll use your car as cover? Just pull it around his car and I'll walk beside it. She's still refusing to get out of the vehicle, barricading the windows. I'm going to walk around the other side, Graham.
You know, they're refusing to get out, barricading windows.
Oh, what you got, Graham? Go ahead. Get out of the car! So pull around Chris's car and we're going to drive up the hill with your car as cover. Slow down a little bit. Where you at, Chris?
Get out!
Go ahead, Graham. Yeah.
On the ground!
She's out.
Get on the ground!
She's out. You're good, Graham.
Get on the ground!
Get on the ground!
Get on the
Grant,
ground!
she exited the vehicle.
Get on the ground!
Going back eastbound.
Get on the ground!
Get on the ground!
All right, we're good. Use yours. Should have listened.
I did nothing illegal.
Got a little.
You are.
Okay.
That's all right.
Okay.
My bill of rights.
Well. Okay, hold on.
My leg.
You're all right. But get you up.
Oh. Oh. Ow. Ow. Ow.
1688, Grant.
I have a medical condition.
Okay.
So why is it that every criminal in the world has a medical condition? Like always, they start listing up a list of ridiculous injuries, and what do they really think that just because they have medical issues exempts them from the law?
You violated every one of my goddamn rights
Okay.
as an American citizen. Help me! Help me! Help me!
Yeah, if you don't mind, you got a single cage, don't you?
I done nothing wrong!
Ready? You gonna stand up? Ready?
I'm being shy.
Stand
you
up.
hurt me.
Walk that way.
You hurt me.
You got it. Walk.
You hurt me.
Stand
I've had
up.
back surgery.
Hell no, Parson.
You hurt me. Oh, you hurt me.
What's 10-15 along?
Oh my God, my leg.
Just
I've
walk.
had back surgery. Oh,
Hey.
my best one. My strength.
Hey,
I can't.
just try to walk and we'll get you some help, all right?
You did this to me. You illegally did. Oh, shit. You illegally did this.
Get up. Come on now.
I can't feel my leg.
We'll get you some help. Come on.
Surgery. I don't want your medical help. I refuse your medical help.
You can tell the hospital that.
I told you that. You had
I haven't
no
pat her down
rights.
yet.
You're just like, no.
Seems like that.
Okay. Let's see, I can't. Oh, I got this in my pocket. The bank, I think, and my little my ID. You're not taking my ID. My ID.
You can have it back.
Yeah. Well, you had no right to take it. You don't even have a warrant. You had no right to break into my.
Hey, from also next record out, gray and color.
Just fucking losers!
You thought what?
She started to trying to start it.
I about slipped. You see me when I started swinging all the time? I about fell down.
I was only gonna take my car. She got off that ramp. I literally slid across the whole one time trying to get to my phone.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but who the hell would want to live in that mess right there? Like, seriously. Just junk on top of junk. Like, that's no way for anyone to live, quite frankly. Hey, Tara, good to see you.
We can just go up there and inventory here in a little bit. I took a picture of it. Man, there's so much shit in here.
The suspect was charged with misuse of 911, resisting arrest, obstructing an officer, and eluding a peace officer.
And of course, he called 911. Oh boy. And another criminal off to jail. Let's see, what else can we find here? There was at least one other video that came up that I wanted to take a look at. Here it is.
Explain how I'm party to it.
Sovereign idiot slams the door on court. Again, he's even more contemptuous than before. Ah, is this the guy we saw the other day? I'm actually shocked he came back.
And if you're creating bonds against my trust without my permission, I don't understand. Are you saying you're committing fraud trust?
I'm saying that you are subject to the jurisdiction of this court.
This cannot move until you've proven jurisdiction, and you failed to do so. And if you cannot prove jurisdiction, then this matter needs to be dismissed with prejudice because this is a commercial matter.
I don't know what it means because it's nonsense, but nonetheless, so you wish to go pro se? I don't need you to read the script. I need you to tell me if you wish to go pro se. If you don't come back on July 1st.
Are you threatening me now?
I'm telling you, there's going to be a bench warrant issued if you don't show up.
You're threatening me now. What's the reason for the threats, Abigail? This matter needs to be dismissed with prejudice.
We'll see you back on July 1st. You're done. If you don't take.
So this hearing that we're gonna watch was just a few hours ago from today.
Your paperwork and leave the courtroom, we'll have you remanded into custody.
If anybody tries to touch me, I'll charge them with assault and battery. So I will be gone because this matter is dismissed.
Still one of the handle this case like I thought, but not an attorney.
You're not my counsel.
Well, the court can say.
Let's address.
He's wearing the same exact clothes from the previous hearing. Oh boy, this should be interesting.
Can address Jonathan Schuster, 480525748.
For the record, this man.
Why don't you come up to council table, please, so we can create a record?
No, I don't want to give you any personal jurisdiction, so I'll stay right here.
No, you'll come to the council table if you would like to be heard and make a record. So you need to come up and turn on the microphone.
No, I don't need to do that for me to be heard.
We are audio recording, so to be heard, you need to come up to the table and sit with the microphone.
You don't have to. I don't have to come up there for you to hear me. You can hear me perfectly fine.
I can hear you, but we are creating a court record, which is audio recording.
By doing what you said, because you don't have jurisdiction over me. And so, for the record.
Okay, so if you really believed that the judge doesn't have jurisdiction over you, like you said, why did he even show up today? I mean, really, at the last hearing, you basically declared that the trial was over, like that the charges were dropped.
Mr. Schuster,
I reserve all rights.
I did
Aye.
put Mr. Parent as standby counsel. Right now, you don't represent yourself. You have standby
Appoint
counsel.
counsel to me
Well,
without my permission. He has no permission to be my counsel. I'm here sui juris, appropriate persona. I, Jonathan Hyphen, Troy Faifuleo Somalia Toa, Colin Schuster, am here under fraud, menace, and duress. I've made a special appearance to this court for those reasons. I've challenged the jurisdiction of this court, and you have not answered that challenge, Ms. Jennifer. And so I have some questions for you.
well, right
Are you
now,
able to answer them?
I am not here to be interrogated by you. You are
Well, I
under the
just don't
jurisdiction
understand
of this.
what's going on here.
I think you understand and you choose not
I
to
do
take
not
in the information.
understand
Okay,
what's
well,
going on
Mr.
here.
Schuster,
I don't understand the nature and cause of what's going on. I don't understand how you can practice law from the bench. I don't understand how you can appoint counsel when I've told you over and over and over again that I'm here sui juris appropriate persona. I'm here of my own right, in my proper person. He does not have my permission to represent me in any way.
well, it doesn't sound like you know how to represent yourself either, which you would,
represent myself.
well, you would. Either you
I
have counsel or you are acting pro
Represent
se.
myself. And so, like I have told you, I'm here sui juris appropriate persona. I have challenged the jurisdiction of this court. You have not answered that challenge. We cannot move any further until you've answered that challenge. Is this common law jurisdiction, or is this an
This judge seriously needs to take control of the courtroom. She's letting him run things right now. Like, and that's not how it's supposed to work. The judge is supposed to be in control of the court.
Admiralty maritime jurisdiction?
Either. So,
Right.
Mr. Schuster, this is Carmen McDonald. I'm the prosecutor on this particular case. I think where we're at right now is you're being charged with an offense. I can barely hear you, which means the record that you're trying to make is not being picked up and not being recorded. So everything you're saying is not being preserved unless you go to the table up there near the microphone. So that's number one.
For the record,
If you would like,
I will step up so you can hear me better, and I will speak louder. I will speak louder so you can hear me, but I reserve all my rights, and I'm speaking much louder than anybody else prior to me has spoken.
Mr.
So I just want to make sure that the reporter can hear me.
You are making,
Dude, just because you talk louder than everyone else doesn't mean you're right.
legal arguments. All right, you are making legal arguments. They should be preserved for the record, which means it needs to be picked up and recorded.
I will begin again so that the recorder
You're
can
not
hear me.
choosing to be silent, you're choosing to make a legal argument. So we need to have that on the record.
For the record, I reserve all rights.
You've made that. You've made that.
I, Jonathan hyphen Troy Faifuleo Somalia Toa, Colin Schuster, have made a special appearance under fraud, menace, and duress.
There's nothing special about your special appearance. You're just a jackass who studied at Trust Me Bro College sponsored by YouTube University, and you have no idea what the laws are. Either that or you're just playing dumb and choosing not to follow the laws. Let me ask you, Softsit, why do you think that you're special and above the law? You can do whatever you want, but everyone else has to follow the law. What makes you so special?
Fiduciary, Jennifer, I've challenged the jurisdiction of this court, which has not been answered. This is a Social Security Sestake trust action, which you are now a real party in interest to. This is a military admiralty jurisdiction under maritime law. However, you must realize that you have no such jurisdiction without also having a valid international contract in dispute. I am not aware of having entered in any international contracts, so I deny that any such contracts exist. Will you please instruct the prosecuting attorney to inform the court if there is such a contract? And if so, place it into evidence and explain how I'm party to it and then compelled to perform under it.
This is unrelated to this video, but just reading that the prosecution intends to retry Karen Reed and do a new trial. If that's the case, like I said, like, they need to find a new venue or something, because there's no way you're gonna find an impartial jury here in Massachusetts. Anyway, back to the video.
Your Honor, I may be challenging 1077 in this case.
I understand that the city's
Take care,
bringing up whether or not
person.
you're able to proceed in this matter. So whether or not you're able to understand the nature of the proceedings and be able to assist your attorney or to represent yourself, you have to be able to meet that threshold.
Thank
And
you.
the fact that I think it's not that you don't understand, I think it's you choose not to understand, and that you have someone giving you information that you are spewing in court. So you're simply off base, but I don't know that it's due to a mental defect
we cannot
that is
move
causing you
forward
to not be able to
to
understand.
challenge my competency because I have challenged the jurisdiction of this court, and you have not
We're
proved
not dealing
jurisdiction.
in social security or contract
You
or
have to prove
maritime.
jurisdiction before we can move any further.
So that's just not how it works in this court, and
No,
I don't think
that's
you
how
have
it
the
works.
legal.
You must prove jurisdiction because I've challenged the jurisdiction. If you cannot prove jurisdiction, then I move to dismiss this matter with.
Denied. Seriously. And here we go, around in circles once again, the same tiresome argument that every other softsuit before you has made. You have no jurisdiction, you have to prove jurisdiction. Well, if you truly thought they had no jurisdiction, you shouldn't have shown up.
With prejudice.
That's denied.
And so, Jennifer, Miss Jennifer, can you prove
I'm Judge Grant, so I'm going to
Jennifer,
have you.
can you establish the jurisdiction? Can you prove jurisdiction?
Ms. McDonald, I don't know that this is him not understanding.
I do not understand the nature or cause.
Well, he doesn't have legal training, so that I think is
That does not matter.
Well,
if I'm here sui juris and propria persona, I'm of my own right. I'm in my proper person. You've created a bond on this matter. You've attached my social security to this matter. You're trying to charge my trust without my permission, which is illegal. It's fraud, and I'm not going to stand for that. So you must prove jurisdiction before we can move any further. You've already tried to practice law from the bench, which is illegal. You cannot do. You've tried to assign counsel when I've given no power of attorney to anybody, and we cannot move further until you've proven jurisdiction.
so Ms. McDonald, what I think would be the next steps, I don't know if Mr. Parent, have you been able to provide any assistance to him on a standby basis?
No, Your Honor, he doesn't want any assistance.
Okay.
So I'd ask to withdraw his.
So we could go through the colloquy, we can provide him with the form for rights. I don't know that he's going to choose to participate in that. But that would be the next step and set it for trial. So Ms. McDonald.
I don't have a problem setting it for trial. If he's going to waive counsel altogether, then I think we need to have him sign the waiver of right to counsel.
Absolutely. I'm just saying, I don't know that he's going to participate in that process either.
Right. No, I understand
We have
that.
speedy trial at
It is the
August
burden
9th.
of the state to prove jurisdiction. The prosecuting attorney has not done that. And so what we have here is we need to dismiss this matter with prejudice. And I motion to dismiss this matter with
Denied.
prejudice
Denied.
based on the fact that the prosecuting accused
Just because you're demanding the case be dismissed doesn't, you're not going to get what you want. You've made no valid arguments to have your case dismissed. You're just spewing the sovereign citizen script. And honestly, I feel the judge needs to take control of the courtroom. Why is she letting him run this? Because that's how it feels like, to me at least.
attorney has not proven jurisdiction.
Mr. Schuster, would you like to sit at this table away from council so that we can hear you on the
This isn't
microphone?
counsel.
Well, you could sit at this table if you'd like. There's a pen and a form and a microphone for you if you'd
We cannot move until jurisdiction has been proven.
like.
Yeah, this should be a,
I mean, I'm just saying, if he tried this in Judge Middleton's or Judge Simpson's court, he would have been found in contempt about 15 minutes ago. The judge needs to take control, seriously.
You have failed to prove in jurisdiction.
Jurisdiction is something that we prove at trial. It is a factual issue as well.
We cannot
Good to
move
see
any
you.
further until jurisdiction has been proven. And none of you have done that.
So Mr. Schuster, did the court say that was end of August, or?
it was August 9th is speedy trial.
So.
And if you plan on having me back here, you're taking away from my ability to provide and work. And I cannot just be coming back here because it takes my time away from working. And so if you want me back here, it seems that you have Zoom court available. I'm more than happy to make a special appearance via Zoom, but you're taking away my time and freedom to provide for my family.
Does the August term start August 6th, Your Honor?
It does.
So I would request we set it during August term.
All right, so Mr. Schuster, you've been charged with driving while your license was suspended in the 3rd degree and for operating a vehicle without the required ignition interlock device and refusing to comply with law enforcement officer. You are on a deferred prosecution in another court. And, you know, the consequences are extreme for you. You are subject to another court and they could very well.
Get in trouble and you have to prove jurisdiction. You haven't done that. And you failed to do
Obviously,
that
you
over
believe
and
that
over and
courts
over
do
again.
have
And so, I
jurisdiction
mean,
over you.
Obviously, you have to be able to prove it, and you.
The judge here is taking the bait, basically. He's playing into his delusions. What the judge should do is just prove jurisdiction to him by holding him in contempt of court and sending his ass to jail for about 30 days. Or maybe even longer. Maybe then he'll get the message.
Haven't, and you can keep pushing it and doing this, but it's just a waste of time for everybody. I definitely understand that this is not what you think it is. And this is just a waste of time at this point. So whatever you need to do to prove jurisdiction, but I
Hey, Society Red, good to see you.
know you can't. So if you want to waste more of everybody's time, go ahead, because obviously I'm not going to allow you to threaten me anymore, which you've done.
Nobody's threatening you.
Yes, you're telling me if I don't appear, that you're going to put me into captivity, and that's ridiculous for what's going on here. That's absolutely ridiculous, and so.
I don't think
This matter
anyone
needs
is
to be
told that you're
dismissed
being
with
put into
prejudice,
captivity.
and whether we need to take this to trial or whatever y'all need to do to prove jurisdiction, I mean, go ahead, but obviously you can't prove jurisdiction. So
I'm looking for the more
waste everybody's
detailed
time, please.
counsel
Waste everybody's
waiver.
time. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I don't know that he's done that yet,
No, he hasn't. I have a streamlined version, but I want him the formal,
the detailed one.
the detailed one.
We can also, Your Honor, just set it for trial today, with an intervening pretrial, provide him with that document and, enter the waiver at the next hearing prior to, allowing counsel to withdraw.
All right.
Counsel should have never been appointed because I've never gave my power of attorney to this counsel. And obviously you did that to practice law from the bench, Miss Jennifer, which is illegal.
And also, the disrespect by this Sopsa is incredible. Calling the judge by her first name. Like, seriously, if you did that in any other courtroom, you would probably instantly be found in contempt. Like, I just don't understand why this judge is letting him do this.
You cannot do that.
Mr. Schuster, you're charged with a crime that has potential jail consequences and fines, and so your rights need to be protected. This is for your benefit.
There is no injured party. There is no sworn complaint of an injured party. This is absolutely ridiculous.
You know what? I'm going to correct you, sir. There is an injured party. All of us are having to listen to your word salad. We are all the injured party.
Waste of everybody's time. And you're taking away my ability to work over and over and over again. And I won't stand for you violating my rights. And if you're going to acquiesce, then okay, you're proving that you don't have any jurisdiction.
So this is a detailed advisement should you wish to waive your right to have counsel present and you want to act as your own attorney.
I said over and over again that I'm here sui juris and propria persona. You know what that means.
This case is going to be going to trial, so you need to have counsel.
I'm here of my own right and my proper person. You know what that means.
So there's the form.
I've never signed my power of attorney away to anybody, especially this.
You need to be respectful. You are really out of line, Mr. Schuster.
I didn't say anything disrespectful.
You are being very disrespectful.
You were being very disrespectful, actually,
court
because you're violating my rights.
I'm going to set this on for the August term. I'm going to have you take this form.
Wasting my time.
Mr. Schuster.
When you're taking away my ability to provide and work.
Have a seat there so you can fill out this form.
The judge really needs to hold him in contempt. Seriously.
What's that?
You can have a seat there so you can fill out the form.
Judge, we all know he's not going to fill out anything because in his mind, if he fills out a form, that would be making contract with the courts, which is just nothing but stupidity and soft-sit nonsense. He fearfully confident. I agree. Just hold him in contempt. Seriously.
You're dismissed. Do you need anything else?
Yes, I do. I need you to take that form. So we're going to have to go through that because this case is going to be going to trial. It's going to be set on the August term. That would be August 6th, and that will be at 9 a.m.
All right, you're dismissed.
No, you're not free to leave yet, Mr. Schuster.
Wow.
I'm not free.
Wow, the audacity and disrespect. Telling the judge that she's dismissed? Like, seriously, am I in like some alternate universe where the judges can't do anything because they might hurt the suspect's feelings? Like, seriously, the judge needs to tell this guy to F off and basically hold him in contempt.
Free to leave?
Not yet. No, you're not.
Why am I not free to leave?
Because we are still addressing your matter.
This matter needs to be dismissed.
Yeah, it's not going to be dismissed right now. So right now it's getting set for
You can't
trial.
move any further until you prove jurisdiction.
And the readiness hearing will be July 31st. And that will be at 2 p.m. And that hearing, Mr. Schuster, is on Zoom.
Any jurisdiction over me whatsoever. I've not pleaded. I've not given you personal jurisdiction.
Yes.
And you practice law on the bench.
So, Mr. Schuster, if you choose not to come to your court hearings, a warrant will issue for your
And you're
arrest.
threatening me again, telling me
Yes,
if I don't
you will be
play your
expected
game,
to appear.
and you just said yes. Oh my goodness. That if I don't play your game, you will put me in captivity. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yep, these
I'm
are
not
jailable
sure.
offenses, but for this
Absolutely
hearing,
ridiculous, Ms.
we need
Jennifer.
your presence to appear.
Absolutely ridiculous.
All right, so let's get a court date form for him.
Absolutely ridiculous.
What's the date for the intervening pre-trial?
Petition back there?
We can set a pre-trial. Let's do it on the 22nd. Perfect.
Prosecuting attorney also needs to provide any contracts that I've entered into internationally,
Here's your court date. Could you please sign? for that?
especially if this is an admiralty maritime.
Hey, Connie. Honestly, I can't. I don't know. They must have said it at some point towards the beginning of the video, but I can't remember. I'm just baffled by the soft-sit nonsense and disrespect the judge has taken.
Time jurisdiction, which obviously by the gold fringe flag it is. So,
Mr. Schuster, you are in a criminal court.
That makes sense. Typical for a soft-sit. He drove with a suspended license and no ignition interlock. And perfectly sums up and makes sense for the soft-sit.
And there are court rules. If you wish
criminal
to
matter, this is a criminal matter, you said?
Mr. Schuster, if you wish to have discovery, then you need to abide by the rule.
Criminal matter?
Yes, and if you wish to have.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure you said that. Thank you.
It's a criminal matter. If you wish to receive discovery, then you will need to make.
What is the jurisdiction? Are we under an admiralty maritime jurisdiction?
No, we are not.
Are we under a common law? What jurisdiction are we under?
We are under the criminal jurisdiction of the state of Washington. So if you wish to have discovery, then you need to request.
I gave you my permission to be under that jurisdiction, which I haven't.
You will need to request discovery from the prosecutor's office.
I'm a U.S. citizen, American national. That's not a jurisdiction.
If you wish to have discovery, you need to request it in writing from the prosecutor's office, and we will send.
Your nationality was a U.S.
And then we,
and then
we will send you the discovery, all of the evidence that we have against you at trial. Did you understand that?
I don't understand what's going on with this.
So here's my suggestion. Mr. Schuster.
Kangaroo court. And so since you guys are going to waste everybody's time even more, goodbye.
Mr. Schuster, you need to sign for your court dates. I'm giving them to you orally.
Have a good day. Talofa.
If you don't appear for your court hearings that were given today, a warrant will issue.
All right.
All right, so that, I will mail. We can mail them to him, but I will note for the record that Mr. Schuster was provided with his court dates for pretrial as well as the trial
Exactly, Gary.
setting. He's refused to sign for those dates. He does not want the assistance of Mr. Parent, and he is refusing to go through the colloquy to represent himself. And he has left without taking his documentation.
I'm sorry, but the judge needs to take control of the courtroom. The only way he should have left that courtroom is in handcuffs. The judge let him completely take control of the court, which is unacceptable and ridiculous. Try doing that in Judge Middleton or Judge Simpson's court and see how far you get, dude. Because, boy, it would not work out well for you there. This judge, I'm sorry, but she needs to gain control of the court. In fact, here's a video of an example of how the judge should have handled it. one of my past videos, but I feel this is a good example on how the judge should have handled this situation.
5316-585A. Good afternoon. On the charge of having a suspended driver's license on April 12th. What is your plea, sir?
Just I have a couple of questions before we proceed. I don't understand the nature and cause of the charges.
If you don't understand the cause and nature of the charges, you should hire a lawyer instead of trying to represent yourself.
Well, you're charged with driving on a suspended, canceled, or revoked driver's license, sir.
Okay, is that a criminal offense or
It's a
civil?
criminal offense, sir.
Criminal, okay. Is there a sworn statement against me or injured party?
For the millionth time, a crime does not require an injured party. That's just some sovereign citizen nonsense. Well said, Passmark, but you can explain it to them over and over and over again, but they'll refuse to listen and comprehend what you're saying.
I believe you probably received a citation on April 12th. That would be the criminal complaint filed against you.
Okay, and is there a injured party or damage to property here
It's
against you?
charged brought by the city of Las Vegas, sir.
Okay, so the city's the victim in the case?
The city is the, yes,
Victim?
the charging party.
So they're the
yes.
victim?
Sir, the victim element is a different legal term than is used.
Uh-huh.
The city is the party making the allegations against you, yes.
Okay, so
What is your plea on the
if the
charge?
city
Mr.
is
Martinez,
the,
Mr.
if they are
Martinez,
the
today is your,
victim,
Mr.
I would like
Martinez,
to
I am in
move
charge
this
of
to a
this
federal
courtroom and
court.
you're gonna stop
No, we
it.
are in charge of the courtroom, ma'am.
Marshall, would you show Mr. Martinez the inside of our holding tank, please? You're not gonna tell me who's in charge of my courtroom, Mr. Martinez. Go ahead and go with the marshal. That is direct contempt of court.
You are in contempt.
See, and that's how the judge in the last video should have handled this guy as soon as he started mouthing off. Hold him in contempt. How dumb do you have to be to run your mouth off to a judge like that? And no, you're not in charge of the courtroom. The judge is. It's her courtroom. So even though you want to believe you're in charge in your little fantasy land, you're not.
A few minutes later.
Versus Joshua Martinez.
Thank you. 105316585A. Okay, Mr. Martinez, since you have informed me that I am in contempt of court and that you are in fact in charge of this courtroom, I'm going to go ahead and sentence you today to direct contempt of court. I will give you an opportunity to apologize if you choose to do so and behave in a manner that I consider appropriate for a courtroom. Would you like to do that today, Mr. Martinez?
I have a feeling he's not gonna apologize because he's a stubborn fool.
I would like to proceed only if I can have my questions answered. That's all I
That
wanted.
wasn't my question, sir. Did you wish to have the opportunity to apologize and proceed in a manner that I consider appropriate for the courtroom?
What would I be
It is a
apologizing?
yes or a no question.
What would I be apologizing
For
for?
your direct contempt of court, sir.
All I was asking was legal questions, ma'am.
I disagree, sir. To tell me that you are in charge of this courtroom and tell me that I am in contempt is not asking legal questions. It is contempt of court. I'm going to ask you the question one more time. Did you wish to apologize and proceed in a manner I consider appropriate in this courtroom or not?
Why is it that sovereign citizens just can't answer basic questions? The judge shouldn't have to ask the same question repeatedly.
Okay, direct contempt. I'm going to sentence him to 15 days in jail, and we'll set it for video.
Hey,
15
Rod.
days from today.
Good to see
Actually,
you.
he'll just be released on it and given a new.
Hope you're doing well.
Okay, thank you.
The Sixth Amendment grants me that.
Sir, I would suggest you stop speaking now.
Article 1, Section 2 of the Nevada Constitution says my paramount allegiance is to the federal government and protect.
Marshall, you're going to want to close the door. Can we go ahead and get him an MH evaluation while he's there too? So we can determine whether he's competent to represent himself when he's released.
Well done, sovereign citizen. You just talked yourself into 15 days in jail, all because you thought you were in charge of the courtroom and refused to apologize to the judge. I would like to give a huge thank you. Boy, and see, now that's how it's done right there. If only we knew, Passmark. If only we knew the answer, Passmark. If only we knew. Oh, wow. Thank you, Rod Fuller, for the 20 gifted memberships. Wow. Thank you very much for your support and generosity. And let me welcome the new members. Welcome David Prince, Sally Skolden, USA, Lindy Pinty, Crystal, and Dave Malik, the Bookie Worm, Erica's Adventures, Bean, David Vendall, Robin, Christo, Plausible Reality, and a few others. Christian, Tony, the Greater 600, Peak, Keep It Real, Henrik, and the Robster. Thank you very much, Rod, again, for the 20 gifted memberships. I really appreciate that. That is very, very generous. And thank you to Archangel Azazel for becoming a member. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate your support. Thank you. Forgot my own. It did not renew like it should have. Thank you. So I have at least one more Sovereign Citizen video here that I want to play today. This is probably going to be a shorter stream than normal, but like I said, just kind of feeling tired, but still wanted to stream. Now, I haven't seen this one yet, so should be interesting. Misinformed Sovereign Citizen gets informed on the law.
All in 753. Can you show me down on a 37 vehicle at Cheesecake? Everything's 10-4.
Take care, Nightwolf.
What's the problem? So the plate, the plate on the back of the car doesn't come back to this car, and the VIN that's written on the plate doesn't come back to this VIN either. How are you looking at the plate? Because the VIN.
I like to support talent, and you have a great channel. Thank you, Rod. I appreciate that very much. It means a lot to me.
This is what I do every day.
You don't do that. You ain't got no probable cause to do that. We ain't broke no law.
Absolutely, I have a problem. Listen, I'm not trying to start shit here.
That's cool.
So I do this every day. You see, I'm in the unmarked, backed in cars, no front plates. You look at this car, and it's clearly a fictitious plate on the back.
No fictitious plate.
The plates are on a car to be visible to the public.
We call our lawyers and do that. We don't talk to nobody for nothing.
I don't know what was the probable cause.
No probable cause. We don't even know. We don't even know who is this or what is this. You hear me? So let's go.
Right, but I'm asking if it was.
Yeah, stand by. Can I just get one more unit? No, you're not free to go just yet. You're not free to go. You're not free to go, ma'am. Do not get back in that car. If you leave, your tire's gonna pop. Your tire will pop if you leave. Do not get out of the car. Step out of the car.
That's a violation of my right.
I'm telling you to step out of the car. You're about to leave when I told you not to leave.
I don't know who this guy is. Hey,
I am an Orland Park police officer. I'm telling you that right now.
get your phone out of tape. You violating our rights, man.
Hopefully the officer ends up uninstalling his window, if you know what I mean.
I am not violating anybody's rights. You're not about to leave. All in 753. I think if you're going to try and take off on me. All in 753. Let me get another unit here. You just come over to the top 6. Step out of the car. Step out of the car.
92, you're close again to the Cheesecake lot.
Step out of the car. Because you're leaving after I told you you couldn't leave.
Who are you? Who are you? I don't know what.
Orland Park Police.
752.
I don't know what this guy is.
I'm asking you, what was the purpose of the call?
Fictitious plate on the vehicle.
Hey, could you take
He's
Mel?
I stopped him. Everything's done for.
Hey, take them. Take them.
Step out of the car for me.
Video. Everybody is getting video. What's the problem?
Listen, you already popped your tire here. That's fine.
You popped my tire. You owe me for a tire.
You can step out of the car.
I haven't broken any laws.
Everyone can take a slow
I
down.
haven't broken any laws. What's the problem?
Come outside and I'll talk
I
to you.
haven't broken any laws.
If you don't step out of the car,
what's up?
And this is another good example of why I couldn't be a police officer. I would tell them one time, get out of the car, then I would be busting windows. Sometimes I feel like these officers are just too patient with them. You got to stop giving them leeway. Just hold them accountable and get them out of the car by any means necessary, honestly.
Are you out of some type of seniority? How
can I help you?
Authority.
Yes, he did. He did, in fact, drive over the spike strips. And of course, he's going to try and tell the officer, well, you need to replace my tires now. Nope. That ain't how any of this works.
how can I help you? We're all policemen here.
Can I get a supervisor?
No, we're going to have you talk outside the car.
No, we don't talk outside.
We're going to talk outside the car.
I haven't broken any law, so I don't have to get out my car.
You do.
I don't. What law have I broken? What put papers up? What law have I broken?
You have fictitious plates on this vehicle.
What law have I broken?
That I just told you.
How are they fictitious?
Come out here and I'll talk to you. The VIN on the plate doesn't match this.
Is there a supervisor that I can speak to? Because right now I feel like I'm getting my.
There is not.
I'm getting my rights.
All right. Hold on. I'm giving him a chance.
Hold on. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Listen.
5.
Listen.
You guys are officers of what?
Orland Park Police Department. Listen. I'm telling you, you have to step out of this car right now.
What law have I broken, sir?
You have fictitious plates on the car, and I tried to talk to you. You said you're getting your lawyer, and you got in the car. I told you you were not free to leave while I was investigating this. I warned you about this stuff, and you decided to drive over it.
How do you know my plates are fictitious?
The VIN does not match the VIN that's on this car.
Why are you looking at my VIN?
Because it's a travel car. I do it every day.
Why are you looking at my VIN? This is
because it's clearly fictitious plates on the car.
First of all, this is not a city. This is private. This is private. I'm in a mall eating.
Okay.
With my significant other.
Okay.
Now I'm asking for a supervisor.
I'm going to tell you to get out of the car right now, or you're going to be placed in the custody.
I'm asking for a supervisor. The car's off.
There will be one at the Orland Park Police Department.
I'm not running anywhere. Everybody putting on their gloves like you guys can't have a conversation.
Dude, pro tip. It's not typically a good sign when the officers start putting on their gloves. That typically means they're getting ready to drag your ass out of the car.
We will outside of this car.
No. You have to listen.
Sir, if you don't step out of the car, you're going to be arrested for obstructing.
Excuse me, sir?
If you don't step out of the car, you're going to be arrested for obstructing.
I'm not obstructing.
You are.
You are.
I'm not. I'm asking.
I'm telling you to step out of the car.
Hold on. You're telling me my plates are fictitious.
Correct.
You have no probable cause for checking my plates or for checking my VIN number. This is what I'm saying.
No, that's just
this is what I'm saying. They were on the back. Now I'm calm. I'm relaxed. I'm asking for a supervisor.
Supervisor's not coming
it's
here.
not available right now, so you're gonna have to step out. You're gonna have to step out. It has to be a supervisor.
No, it does not have to be. There's no law, there's no rule saying there has to be one. As soon as you ask for one,
Sure.
you will talk to a supervisor.
It has to be a supervisor.
You will talk to a supervisor. I can promise you that. Okay. Now's the time to step out of the car, sir.
I haven't broken any laws. I'm not obstructing. I'm not obstructing. As I keep repeating, I'm not obstructing.
You are.
Yes, you
I
are.
haven't broken any laws.
If you do not step out of
Exactly, Wixom. I don't have the patience to be a cop. The window would be safe-lifed, car towed, and he'd be tased, cuffed, and stuffed by now. Exactly. Seriously. The cops allow this to go on way too long, in my opinion. We need some of those no-nonsense officers, which the first time you tell them and they refuse, you just bust open the window and drag them out.
the vehicle, you are going to be removed from the vehicle.
Asking you shall receive. I just took care of you. Got a boss here. He's coming right now. He's going to tell you the same thing. Okay?
I haven't broken any laws. You guys are trespassing.
I haven't broken any laws, he says, as he's currently obstructing and refusing to listen to lawful orders. And of course, he's going to go with the my car is private property, you're trespassing argument. Dude, that would count if you were on your own property at your own house, maybe. But it looks like you're in a parking lot of a business that you don't even own, so you have to follow the rules and laws just like everyone else has to. You're not special at all. You don't get special treatment.
Sergeant O'Connell. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for taping.
Yep. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people reporting this.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Now what I'm saying is, I just left out of the Cheesecake Factory, eating. I don't have anything illegal going on. This guy is beside my car saying my plates are fictitious.
Well, what plates?
He haven't identified himself. My name is.
Right, he's wearing a vest that has his name and a badge that says Orland Park Police Department on it.
What I'm saying, he didn't identify himself.
Well, I'm Sergeant O'Connell, number 106. Okay.
Now
so what
I can hear
is
that. He didn't identify himself.
He's Officer Warwick 753. Okay, I'm sorry we got off on the wrong foot.
He didn't. This is the first time I heard that.
I just got here, right? So I'm doing the best I can.
Okay.
So what is the issue?
The issue is I don't know this gentleman from nothing in the world. Never seen him before. I just came out the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay.
I'm being told these plates are fictitious.
Is that true?
First of all, I don't answer questions.
Okay.
I will not be driving a car illegal. I will not be operating this.
So you're saying
illegal.
that it's not true?
I'm saying what I said to you.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Now he's checking my vent and he's doing things and there's no probable cause for that. What is the probable cause for an officer to peek on this car?
To peek on the car? The probable cause is the Secretary of State and the Illinois State Legislature say we can walk around this parking lot and run every single license plate if we want to. Okay? We don't need probable cause to run your license plate, sir. Okay? What's your next question concerning the law?
I haven't broken any law.
You have.
Is there a reason the VIN on the plate does not match the VIN on the vehicle?
All right, very good. I haven't broken any laws.
Can you answer me that question?
I haven't broken any laws.
So you can't answer
I
that
haven't
question.
broken any laws. As far as I understand, according to the Constitution,
They can't get that, and that VIN doesn't come back to anything either.
Plates on my vehicle to go to A to B, and you know this.
Huh?
And you know this.
Yeah, I already called Dina. So you're saying you don't need plates to? Do you identify as a sovereign citizen?
I need no plates.
Do you identify as a sovereign citizen?
No plates.
I think so. I think that was there already.
He's probably one of those sovereign citizens that gets mad when they call them sovereign citizens.
My tire.
No, sir. I'm going to ask you to step out of the car and identify yourself. I'm going to ask you to step out of the car and identify yourself for me, please.
I haven't broken any laws. I have identification, but I haven't broken any laws.
Okay, please give me that identification now.
I have identification, but I haven't broken any laws.
Okay, will you please give me that identification?
What law have I broken?
You don't have proper registration for your motor vehicle. That's the law that you've broken.
I haven't. First of all, what's the articulate reason of suspicion? There is none.
We're allowed. We don't have to have one.
You have to have one.
Are you Mr. Fox?
You have to have one.
Sir, I'm going to ask you to step out of the car and identify yourself for me.
Take care, Anesthesia.
This is very illegal. This is very illegal. Take it. Okay.
Huh?
This is very illegal.
Sir, I'm gonna ask you.
Here, I haven't. Hey, look, I'm taping everything. Run it.
No,
It's not
you got to get.
They won't let their rights be infringed.
So, I'll talk to you over.
Let their rights be infringed. So guess what? I haven't broke any law.
So,
I haven't broke any laws. No laws have been broken.
What's your first name?
Period. This is the problem. You guys, this is why there's a disconnection. This is why there's a disconnection with the people. And the officers is supposed to be the peace officers.
Oh my god, he's really playing that card, really. You see, this is why there's a disconnection, officer. I should be allowed to do anything I want, not have to follow the rules or laws like everyone else has to. I should just be able to get away and do whatever the hell I want. See, it just mind-boggling to me. Freaking hell.
Supposed to protect the people.
Absolutely, you're right.
This is why.
But hey,
I haven't broken any laws. I'm coming here to spend my heart on fiat.
On what?
This is ridiculous.
Do you have a driver's license, man?
This is very ridiculous. I'm not driving.
Are you traveling?
Why do I need a driver's license?
Are you traveling or are you?
I'm not operating a commercial vehicle.
Your key is in the ignition.
I'm not operating a commercial. Very.
Like, sir, why haven't they dragged him out yet? Like, I don't know, earlier they said there was at least 10 cops there. Why are we standing around playing into his delusions? Bust the window, drag his ass out of the car if you have to. Or is it that the cops just don't want to do all the extra paperwork if they do that? Like, I'm sorry, but this has been going on now for 11 minutes.
Okay. Very recorded. And you're laughing.
I'm laughing at you. Keep asking me questions.
And you're laughing.
That's my last name, actually.
It's ridiculous.
It is.
I agree, your behavior is ridiculous.
Can I leave?
You are illegal. That's not legit. You don't. Hey, are you taping?
Yeah, I tape. Yeah,
That's fine.
that's fine. I see you are too.
Ears to listen.
There's like
I have
10 of
ears
us
to
out here with
listen.
cameras on. That's
That
fine.
is not illegal, man. That is not legal. Would it
What's
be
not
okay
legal?
for someone to do your daughter or your son like that when they come out the
Do
restaurant?
what? What are you talking
No,
about?
it wouldn't.
What are you
would not
talking
be
about?
okay. It would not be okay. It would not be okay.
How you doing, man? Hey, my name's Casey. I'm a sergeant here.
Okay, how's it going, Sergeant?
It's going good.
I haven't done anything illegal. I don't have to identify myself.
So
I have identification.
Okay. Do you mind if I get it?
I'm sorry, but you can bring as many people to this traffic stop as you want. Hell, you could bring the mayor, the governor, and the president to this traffic stop. But the bottom line is, no matter what you say, this guy is going to refuse to listen. There is no reasoning with people like this.
I don't have to identify myself. I definitely mind. I don't do that. I don't have to do that. I haven't done. That's why I'll buy.
Look that name up on iClear and
I'll buy
work it out.
everything that I need to abide by, so I don't have to go through that.
Okay.
I don't have to go through that.
So
my parents raised me right.
Here's the thing, okay? So the officer kind of just briefed me what happened here. All right.
The officer infringed on my liberties.
Okay.
My constitutional liberties, man.
I understand that. So the plates on your car don't match the vehicle, which gives him the right to investigate that. Okay?
My people died for this.
Well, nobody's gonna die here. We're just asking you to step out and talk to us.
I'm just telling you.
Okay? We're just asking you to step out and speak with us at this point.
I'm speaking right now.
I understand, but I would feel more comfortable if you stepped out and talked to me.
I'm speaking to you now. You're comfortable. I have nothing going on.
Okay.
Listen. You guys have weapons. I have no weapons. You have no reason to fear or to be uncomfortable.
Are there any officers out here that are pointing weapons at you? No, right?
Absolutely
We're just talking at this point.
And let's keep it that way.
So at this point, he gave you a lawful order that you weren't free that you weren't free to leave.
What's lawful about an order? He didn't give me a lawful order.
I'm just telling you what I've been told at this point, okay? He told you couldn't leave because he was investigating the license plates that's on the vehicle because they don't match the VIN that's supposed to be on the vehicle.
That gentleman never identified himself. He's standing by my car with an unmarked. I don't know who he is or what he is. I don't know what's going on.
But he is wearing a vest similar to mine, right?
Identified to this young man, this sergeant. When this sergeant, it's the only time he identified. And he never identified himself. The sergeant identified him.
Okay, but so you understand he's wearing a vest that says police on it, right?
Security.
No, we're not moving cars at this point.
Security wear that.
What's
security,
that?
This is not a stolen car.
Okay.
This is not a stolen vehicle.
Why don't you
I haven't broke a law.
Why don't you give me your first name, okay? Because at this point, you weren't free to leave. You're not free to leave. And you could either step out and be placed under arrest for obstructing.
You guys could bring a bigger supervisor to tell me why I broke the law. I haven't broke the law. I've been through this before. And I got the tapes to show it. And I'm constantly going through.
You're not listening to me. I don't even know your first name. You know mine. Okay? What's your first name?
I'm not identifying myself. I haven't broken any laws. I haven't broken any laws.
You're breaking the law right now. You are obstructing this traffic stop, and you have been for the last almost 20 minutes now. Seriously, why are these cops playing this game? Yank him out of the car already.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to identify you as sir at this point. Okay, sir? At this point, the officer has observed license. Listen to me. I'm gonna explain it to you. Him? No, can't get a file.
Officer, you can explain it to him 100 million times in 100 million different ways. He is choosing not to listen.
You be a pedestrian to take the unlawful acts of these peace officers.
Look, at this point, this is what's gonna happen. Okay. I've asked you to step out of the vehicle, and right now, you're obstructing our investigation. I am taping, yes.
What's your number? What's your badge number, sir?
105.
105.
Yes.
Name?
Sergeant Wong.
Sergeant Wong.
Okay. Here's what's gonna happen.
She's with the child.
Okay, I'm asking you to step out.
We just left.
You're making a bigger deal about this than it needs to be.
Doing business in this establishment. If she's hurt, that's going to be a harder penalty on you guys.
I don't want anybody to get hurt.
Out here.
I want nobody to get hurt. All I'm asking at this point, I'm asking you to step out of the vehicle. Okay?
This young man back here with the man, right?
I'm asking you to step out of the vehicle.
Okay.
I don't want anybody to get hurt. Okay? Trust me when I tell you this. I don't want anybody to get hurt. I'm asking you to step out so that we can have a civil.
How many months? Hold on.
I'm sorry, I missed what you said.
You need a female officer here because I'm here. You can dismiss this young lady because I don't like her ha-ha-has and hee-hee-hees that she was doing.
Her condescending.
She's very condescending. And I don't even want her touching me. So if y'all have, you need another.
Nobody wants to put hands on you.
She should be dismissed in general.
Okay.
Her condescending attitude is ridiculous.
I understand that.
She needs retraining for real.
I need you guys to step out of the vehicle. Okay?
And the reason I'm stepping out of the vehicle
because you're going to be placed under arrest for obstructing.
Under arrest for obstructing? I never obstructed.
Okay.
I asked you guys to identify
you attempted to leave his lawful investigation, at which point he asked you to stop and not go anywhere.
He never identified himself.
Okay.
For one. And if
that is something we could talk about later. Okay. I don't. Let me explain to you what's going to happen, and it's not something that I want to happen. Okay. I don't want
to keep asking you to step out of the vehicle.
Okay.
And you not complying with that order. I'm giving you a lawful order.
This
Listen to
gentleman
me.
just told
Listen,
you-
listen to me. Listen to me.
He just told you a
Listen
lie.
to me.
He-
Okay?
He
That's
went
fine.
in the car.
Let's figure all that out later.
Okay.
Okay? You can have your day in court and to discuss that. You can have your day in court to discuss that. Okay? Here's the deal. I don't want to keep asking you to step out. I've given you many opportunities to step out of the vehicle to speak with us. You're not complying with that order.
So I'm basically being forced to get out of my car.
Yes.
Because I see you guys.
Yes.
Y'all set up to get physical.
Is anybody getting physical with you?
I said you guys are setting up to get physical.
Do you want me to get physical with you? That I'm asking you a legitimate question. Do you want me to get physical? I don't want to get physical with you. I understand she's pregnant. I want nobody to get hurt.
So now I'm basically in fear. Because I'm telling you guys, I haven't broken any law. When you don't break any law, you don't have to identify it.
But you have. Okay? So at this point, I'm asking you to step out because our next option here is to break the window and to force you out of the vehicle, which we don't want to do.
Quite frankly, officer, the window should have been broken about 15 minutes ago. What? It's like the judge from earlier. Why are you allowing him to control the situation? Like, get him out of the car and arrest him already.
I don't want to be physical with you at all. I want you to comply and we can have a discussion about it. But at this point, you don't want to listen. You don't want to listen to the investigation. So at this point, I'm asking you to step out of the car before we're forced to break the window. Do you want your window broken? It's a legitimate question. Do you want your window broken? Yes or no?
I agree, David.
I don't want anything broken on this vehicle either. I also don't want to have to physically come in there to get you out of the car.
So there's no authority that can prevent my rights from being infringed on at this point, basically. Because there's two sergeants. You are a sergeant, he's a sergeant, and no one stepping in.
So we have not violated your rights, to be very clear, okay? You have refused to comply with Sergeant Wall's orders, and now, unfortunately, you are pushing our hands to a point where we're going to have to physically remove you from the vehicle to place you under arrest.
Which we don't want to do.
I don't think we could possibly be any more reasonable or offer a grander explanation in the parking lot of a mall than we have.
Okay.
So that's as simple as I can make it. If you step out, it'll make life a lot easier.
I'm about to step out.
Okay. I appreciate it, sir.
That's why you're welcome to live stream, whatever you want to do. Just step out of the car, okay?
Thank you very much.
Okay. So hold on. What are we doing?
You're being placed under arrest is what we're doing.
Don't resist.
Put your hands behind your back.
But officers, he doesn't need a rest. He's not tired.
Hands behind your back. For the phone.
She has both
So
phones.
he make up a lie so I could be placed under arrest.
I can promise you that none of us here are lying, sir.
Yes, he did,
I'm gonna double
Barry.
lock you so that they don't tighten up on you.
What station are you taking me to?
The Orland Park Police Station. Can you step out for me, please?
Yeah, I don't want her touching me though, so y'all gonna have another female officer.
Yeah,
I literally just said that.
Yeah, that's fine. And Rita, can you go on the other side? That's fine.
Yeah, she
That's
came.
Hey, you know what? Get that young lady name.
You're gonna have everybody's name. Don't worry. Sir, do you have an ID or anything?
No probable cause to run any plate or any vent number.
Boy, at this point, if I was the officers, I would just drag him into the car, to the police car, and just take him to jail. The officers have an incredible amount of patience. Way more patience than I would have had, quite honestly.
Do you have an ID on you or anything?
I'm being searched illegally.
Let's go this way. Right here in my car.
I'm being searched illegally. My number is 708-931. I'm gonna need that video.
Have a seat.
Can we get you a ride somewhere, miss?
We can take you to our station. You're more than welcome to go back into the mall and wait for your own ride, or we can take you to the station.
Can I just get an ID just saying that we had documentation with you? That's all. We gotta, yeah. You're not under arrest or anything. Well then, 105 file. William, to just advise if she's clear.
Ma'am,
You should be able to, yeah.
you originally started to say you have some sort of paperwork before you guys got in the car and attempted to leave.
Because it's not our car, but I'm not gonna.
That's not your car? Okay.
That's how
Hey, Jamie.
We don't want anybody here.
She has. Last I
And
saw,
yes,
she had me.
Yeah,
Jamie.
she took them out of the ignition
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
and put them in her pocket.
We just need the car key. You can take the keys off of it itself. I'll grab some for you.
Dad?
Well, is clear and valid of Chicago, born in 91, active point.
All right, time for it.
Yeah, no.
Are they going to give you a ride somewhere? Or you want to
I'm gonna go to the station.
go to the station? You have an active FOID card, right?
It
Is
should be active.
Yeah, it is. Is there any firearms or
No.
anything in the car?
No.
Okay. Nothing on you, right?
No.
All right. When you
I
do.
just had search. I mean,
Okay. Look. Yeah.
But I don't have pockets or anything.
No. You're good. I just want to make sure before we get you out of here. That's all.
Our sergeant will give you a ride.
Okay.
He's got a better knife.
It's one of my favorite sayings, Rod. F around and find out. Which we've seen plenty of here on the channel in the past.
Yeah, way bigger. Like on piece of
No. While you search the car.
Nothing mechanical.
Check some secondary VIN locations on this car based on these circumstances. You're still recording, right? Yeah, keep recording while you're searching.
Joshua Curry, capital 1, male, like starting all the way back.
Is that it? Click on that.
No usable data found.
Yeah.
So it comes back, no record. Not revenge, just somehow they acquired it and put bad plates on it because it doesn't belong to them.
All right, you can turn it off.
Michael was charged with a felony for possessing stolen or altered plates, misdemeanor counts of resisting and fleeing. All charges against him were dismissed in court.
You've got to be kidding me. After all that, after the last 25 minutes of him refusing to get out of the car and obstructing the stop, all the charges got dropped? And this is why these sovereign citizens do this. It's like every time the charges get dropped, it just encourages them to keep doing this crap. You've got to be kidding me. They probably dropped the charges because it turned out it wasn't his car and the owner was an actual criminal. But still, you got to hold them accountable though for obstructing the stop for 20 minutes. Oh boy, this is why these criminals they keep doing it because they know they can get away with it. Of course, all charges dropped. The system is broken and a joke. I agree with that. That's just ridiculous. There's a sign in San Francisco telling shoplifters to keep it under $900. That is just ridiculous. Like, what is wrong with the justice system? I hate when they dismiss it's most likely a lazy prosecutor. which wouldn't surprise me. Hell, just take a look at La Crosse, Wisconsin, where basically to be convicted of anything, you basically have to murder someone, pretty much. Like Wisconsin, we all know that's a free for all in that state. Yeah, we're gonna be wrapping it up here as well, Wixom. Take care, my friend. And yeah, I think that just about does it for today's stream. Just feeling tired. I know I missed this morning, so I did want to just jump on for a little bit and stream. Probably gonna go and try to get some more sleep after this. I do want to give a shout out again to, let's see, to Jack Gunner for the $5 PayPal. Thank you, Jack. I also want to give a shout out to Rod Fuller again for the very generous 20 gifted memberships today, and Archangel Arzizel for renewing his membership as well. So yeah, I think that's just about gonna do it. Be sure to join us over on the Discord server if you haven't already. It's where we like to hang out and chat all the time. Should be back on Wednesday, hopefully at the normal time. There's a chance I might be streaming on the 4th of July as well. So that should be fun. And yeah, be sure to send me some more videos through email or on the Discord. I will, Rod. I'll get some rest. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for me for today. And as always, I will see you all next time. Take care, everyone.